Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium, and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to watch football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So Sam Houston's offense will have the football first. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, it's out.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats are flying down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3.
Keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this. And he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Worthy. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Powers through the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The portal many times can give you a pretty good read on what's going on inside a program, and to lose the number of players that they did might be a little bit of a worrisome signal.
Well, I think the biggest thing is they lost some key guys, too. A handful of dudes, David, that really made a difference on this team a year ago. How can they replace that this season?
And that's what your job is as a coach, is to develop those guys behind them, supplement with the portal. Listen, it's an ongoing hard task, but that's what these coaches have to do nowadays.
Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Immediately fires to the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to keep it in the air. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead is 6 in the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll try it over the left side. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
They'll run the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wants to throw. It's Worthy. And the missed connection on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bearcats are on the move.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
High the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line. Hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And it goes back to the ground game. The give to the single back. Turns it on in midfield. He has 60 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They're dealing with a second and long. It's Owen.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. What a disappointment. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. Inside. Touchdown. Georgia Tech. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop it just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up and
just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
you got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in.
Downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a...
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Bearcats short. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to power it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. To the air on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Worthy. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Dances away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got enough for the 1st. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. play-action fake. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bearcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner will be dragged down. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll try the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the Yellow Jackets lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. That is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.